What if I told you that the ground right underneath my feet, that's right, in this very snowy area, this ground could be used to power a house, maybe a couple houses, maybe a whole village? That is geothermal energy. Let me tell you how it works.
For thousands of years, people have used geothermal energy for several different reasons. Be it a hot spring or powering your home, geothermal energy is one of the most important forms of energy we have. However, not enough people know about it. More people are invested in solar energy or wind energy, and there's nothing wrong with that. But geothermal energy could be used so much more, and here are a few reasons why I believe so.
Now, everywhere around me right now has potential to be used for a geothermal energy power plant. However, obviously the surface, it's only like 50 degrees right now, but we just drilled down about 3 or 4 kilometers and we have enough heat energy to power a house, maybe a city, depends on where you are. Of course, not all different areas of the earth are created equal with their potential for geothermal energy, but each area does have potential.
There are a few different types of geothermal plants that are used, but the basic process is pretty much the same. Water is taken from deeper levels at a higher temperature, usually in the form of steam, and this water is brought closer to the surface, where the heat is extracted and used as energy. This water, which is now cold, can be cycled back down into the lower depths, where it is heated up again naturally. This water is then brought back up to the surface again in a continuous cycle. This is incredibly important because it's a truly renewable source of energy and does not require the burning of any fossil fuels like oil, coal, or gas.
And like I said, geothermal energy can be used anywhere. We could be in Colorado or, we could be in Alaska. That's right, the place that everyone thinks of as a frozen tundra, negative degrees in the winter. It can be used for geothermal energy all year round. One place in Alaska that already uses geothermal energy all year round very effectively is called the Chena Hot Springs, just a little bit up north from where I live in Anchorage.
The Chena Hot Springs is located in the interior of Alaska. Now, one thing you should know about the interior of Alaska is that the temperature fluctuates a lot because it is not regulated by the ocean. That means that temperatures can be 90 degrees in the summer or negative 50 degrees in the winter. Now, this is important to note because this geothermal power plant does not only power a village, but an entire ice museum all year round. That's right, an ice museum sitting in the middle of the summer at 90 degrees. This is just one example of the potential that we have for this type of energy, and it's not close to how much potential there is untapped. As of right now, there are only 8 states in the US that use geothermal energy as electricity. That could be so much more. And around the world, scientists say that only 7% of the capacity of geothermal energy is being used right now. And that could be an overestimate. We still don't know. Another great example is Iceland, which uses geothermal energy more than any other country in the world. Iceland is way ahead of the game, and this is because the crust below the surface here heats up much more quickly, so their geothermal energy capacity at lower depths is much higher. Iceland was quick to take advantage of this and now uses several different geothermal power plants to power the entire country. As of right now, 25% of all electricity used in Iceland is powered by geothermal energy. That is astronomically higher than any other country in the world, and very impressive as a pioneer for geothermal energy towards the future. Now you might be wondering, if this is such a great form of energy, why aren't we using it more? Now that's a great question, and I hope that I can answer it. One of the biggest reasons is that people just don't know about it. But when they do learn about it, some might have a couple concerns in mind with how it works.
Now, of course, there are some monetary concerns when it comes to installing geothermal energy. It's a little bit more on the pricey side versus oil or even solar or wind, but that is a small price to pay for the fact that after it's up and running, really the only costs are maintenance and replacing the equipment. And the equipment lasts 25 to 30 years, which is among the longest lifespan of any equipment around. So after the initial cost, it's almost free.
Now, of course, an initial expense is not very attractive for a business. However, I hope that we can appeal to empathy in people. Irreversible climate change is on the horizon. Some scientists project that we have less than 10 years before the damage is too catastrophic to be reversed. It is time to stop using fossil fuels and start turning towards the future of alternative energy, where we can utilize things like geothermal energy at their full potential. We must do something soon to stop this, otherwise it'll be too late.